we will just others. So fear is one of the most, I mean, it's one of the instincts. It's very helpful. It saves us. It's of great help in many instances, but sometimes it comes to a level when it becomes as a disturbance for us. It really makes our life, our processes harder. So it just starts taxing us on our life. And of course, there are four primary fears: the fear of sickness, the fear of poverty, the fear of abandonment, the fear of old age and death. Okay, so basically my intention today is to talk about the fear of death, because this is what war activates in most of the people, because for most of the people war is equal death. War is equal death. This is in the subconscious of most of the people. And unless you process this idea, you will only always associate war with death, which is absolutely wrong. This is an illusion. This is a program which we inherit, and we have to deherit it. Okay? So today, I'm intending to organize a truth session, because most of our feelings are based on a lie. We are believing and acting according to some programs which are not ours. We are living the lies. Why? Because our brain is a very perfect mechanism which has only one goal. Only one goal the brain has. Only one. The goal doesn't want you to be happy. The brain doesn't want you to be healthy. The brain doesn't want you to be successful. The brain doesn't want you to grow. The brain doesn't want any of this. The brain has only one major goal: to keep you alive so that you can multiply, and you will not get extincted as a species. Okay, so that's the only goal of the brain. This is why the brain will never support your growth. Never. The brain will never support any intention of your good change. Never. It will always sabotage, and it will start finding excuses why you don't need this. For the very same thing, brain find excuses for events or for feelings like fear, like war, and like this. So this is why each of you, since you came here today, more or less has a feeling of fear towards the events that are happening. And my point is to, through spotting the truth, for each of you to understand what actually you are afraid of. Is it really the war? Or the reason of your fear is absolutely illusionary, or the reason of your fear is something else, but you were thinking that the war. So basically, by spotting the truth, I hope that the fear in you for the present moment, I mean for the situation that you are in, will decrease, and it will help you use the circumstances for your growth and not for your inactivity, immobilization, I don't know, frozen state, call it whatever you want. Okay, so how will we work? I will ask you, each of you, in a couple of moments, to formulate your problem, difficulty, request, call it whatever you want. What bothers you the most in all this situation? Describe your problem, but describe it just in one sentence, 5-6 words. Okay, describe it very laconically. Then I will take just a couple of minutes to summarize all your requests. And we will interactively with some of you or with most of you, we will start unfolding the topic of the fear all together. It will maybe look as a game. It will look as an, I don't know, as a play, but we here created a field that will give us a lot of answers. This is why, my dears, Carol, the moment you are ready to open your camera, please do. Suzanne, the same for you. If at some moment you will be able to open your camera, please do. I don't know how long it will take. Maybe it will take, since we are just not so many. I don't know. Maybe half an hour, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. Just we will see. So, my dears, now please. Hi, my dear Suzanne. Now, my dears, in the chat, please write just formulate briefly your problem, your request, your difficulty. What do you want? What do you want? Carol, I mean that since we are talking, the topic is fear, fear of death or fear. What role does it play in your life? Like, how bad does it affect your, I don't know, you, yourself, you living, the war, if you want formulate it around the war. What is your problem now? What is difficult for you now? What is a disturbance to you now? What would be your demand, your request now? What is the issue that you would like to process now? You have a difficulty which doesn't allow you to function well. Okay, my dears, I will turn off. I will just put on pause for a couple of minutes, to maximum 5 minutes, to process everything, and I will be back. Okay, If you need to go to toilet or something, have a cup of water or something, just maximum 5 minutes. I will be back. My dears, I'm back. My dears, I'm back. Okay. Rim, Suzanne. Okay, next, my dears, I will ask. Farah, I would like ask you to be representative of the group. Do you agree? Okay, for that, I will. Okay, so you will be representative of the group. Can you unmute a bit, please?
Hi.
Okay, hi, my dear. It means, Farah, I will ask you to take the responsibility of representing the group. It means we will work here a lot with the body, because the mind lies to us, the body never lies to us. So we already created a field, and you will have to try to read the field of the group. It means, what does it mean? It's nothing complicated. All you have to do is to say what you feel on emotional level, on physical level, and try to separate yourself, not to bring your personal input into the field. Try to just, your logical things, your these, don't connect them. Just try to, without any explanation, what do I feel? Oh, for some reason I feel that. For some reason I feel something else. Okay, Farah, just feel the group. Whatever physical things you will feel, that is what you have to tell us. Even if it's unlogical, even if it's, I don't know, like no what, okay? We are working here with not from the mind, but from the heart. Are you ready to do this?
Okay, I'm not sure that I understand what I have to do, but I will try.
You only will have to answer my questions.
Okay.
Observe your body. In case something you feel in your body, you tell us about this, and you will have to repeat certain phrases. The phrases that I will ask representative of the group, this is how I will call you, okay? The sentences that I will ask the representative to repeat, please everyone repeat on your own as well, and see how your body reacts to this. I will offer you phrases more than the situation, because somebody will be touched by something, somebody will be touched by something else. The situation, the roots of our fears are different, are absolutely different, and war has little to do with this. So I want us to uncover those roots, those truths for everybody. For that, everybody will feel maybe different things on different level. And I will also ask you at a certain point to write this in the chat. Don't waste your energy now. Now, when we are in the process, be completely everyone in the process, and then I will give time to write in the chat what you feel. So the phrases, please repeat and see how your body reacts. If for a certain phrase your body will react shivering, cold, pain in this point, tears, or I don't know, whatever. It means the phrase that I said, the essence of the truth that I said concerns you, your ancestors, and your reality. Okay, my dears? Farah, tell me, how do you feel?
Now I have a pain in my shoulders at neck,
Okay.
and شوي ضيق نفسي.
Okay, okay. Say, and apparently,
Apparently,
repeat after me, yes, and apparently.
how to say it? At the apparently.
And no, it looks like, okay, it looks like
Okay, it looks like
I'm very much afraid of responsibility.
I'm very much afraid of responsibility.
I want to do my best in front of the group,
I want to do my best in front of the group,
but I'm afraid maybe I'll fail.
but I'm afraid maybe I'll fail,
And I give it place.
and I give it a place.
How do you feel now?
Okay, but
The shoulders?
no, ما كتير, no more, no, I don't have the same pain.
Okay, good, good. My dears, whenever I will suggest these phrases, like I will suggest you admitting a truth. And at the end, I will say, we place this truth in your reality. So I give it place. Yes, it means from now on, I give this truth. I spot the light on the truth. I will not leave it in the shadow anymore. And in this way, step by step, the puzzle of your reality will become genuine. You will not spend your energy on feeding the lies. You will start taking the resources from the truth, even if it's a heavy truth. The truth always feeds us and doesn't lie. Okay. Representative of the group, please repeat. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that I have the fear of death,
that I have the fear of death,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that the war
that the war
will bring me death,
will bring me death,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
And I'm accepting the full price
And I'm accepting the full price
that I paid
that I paid
for this experience.
for this experience.
How do you feel?
I'm afraid more now.
How do you feel? What do you feel in your body?
I'm not sure, but it's not nice. I'm
Try to
afraid.
feel your body.
شوي نملوا إيدي.
Namalu ideki. Okay.
in my body إنه but I had إنه هون هيك شيء إنه
Heavy on your chest.
yes إنه I'm
Uh,
accepting, but I'm not really accepting. ما بدي حدا يموت.
okay. No, obviously. Okay. My dears on the group, please write in the chat, how do you feel on physical level? Like what feelings you have?
Rather, in relation to this sentence, or before?
So far at the present moment, what do you have? Stomach ache, okay. Jaw, uh-huh. ضع النفس قلبي عم بدق بسرعة. Okay. Let's go on. Representative, please repeat. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
all those in my family, ancestral family, all those in my family,
all those in my family
and in my reincarnations
and in my reincarnation
who died in war,
who died in war,
and I give them place.
and I give them place.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
all those in my family
all those in my family
and in my reincarnations
and in my reincarnations
who killed at war,
who killed at war,
and I give them also place.
and I give them also place.
What do you feel?
sad sad وكمان عم بضيق نفسي.
Killed, who were killed at war. Now, my dears, I will ask Suzanne, would you like to be another figure?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, how do you feel?
I cried when you started talking about responsibilities. بعدين I got calmer. هلا it's happy.
Sadness? Say the phrase. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that when I have to face the reality,
that when I have to face the reality,
I choose
I choose
to escape
to escape
in an illusionary world.
in an illusionary world,
And I give it place.
and I give it place.
Okay, so Susan, now we need you here. Now we need you here without avoiding escaping anywhere. Representative of the group, do you see Susan?
Yes,
What do you feel about her, about this figure?
I feel تعاطف.
Ta'atuf, okay.
She's in pain and no, I feel like maybe she needs a hug.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Susan is the figure of war. Okay, Susan is the figure of war. Susan, my dear, how do you feel now? The war, okay? I'll call the figures. How do you feel now?
I feel in pain and I feel guilt.
You feel guilt. Do you see the representant?
I know. I know I do, yes.
How do you feel about her?
ما بعرف I know she's angry.
Say the word, say the following phrase. And apparently,
And apparently,
I am carrying
I am carrying
responsibilities
responsibilities
that are not mine.
that are not mine.
And I don't know
And I don't know
how to get rid of them.
how to get rid of them.
And in the same time,
And at the same time,
to make everyone be satisfied.
to make everyone satisfied.
How do you feel now, Susan?
Better. عم يرشفوا ايدي.
كيف يعني عم يشوا؟
عم يرشفوا.
عم يرشفوا.
My hands are shaking.
Representative of the group, how do you feel now?
I'm not sure what how I feel in general, or how I feel about Susan, or how what
In general, in general,
in general, I'm not feeling very well, and the situation is not nice.
how do you feel? Your feelings. Not min rasik, the situation is not nice. Yes, it's not nice. How do you feel?
Now I'm feeling that gratitude. Now I'm feeling a very high level of gratitude that I'm safe till now, and I am under تحت سقف, even everything, إنه I'm feeling إنه أنا بنعمة.
And in the body?
In the body مشنجة.
مشنجة. Okay. The group, how do you feel? Please write a couple of words.
Rada, when you ask how do you feel, is it how do you feel in the body or emotion? Is it emotion or sensations, your question?
Sensations in the body and emotions, because they are the same. But mostly about the body, mostly. Emotions through the body. Representative of the group, please repeat. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that during the war
that during the war
there is no freedom,
there is no freedom,
there is no life,
there is no life,
there is only destruction,
there is only destruction,
there is only sadness,
there is only sadness,
that war is only about bad things,
that war is only about bad things,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
How do you feel?
I feel like I said something that I don't agree, but I was repeating after you, but I don't agree.
Okay, so there is a part in me, there is a part in me which is very afraid of the war,
which is very afraid of the war,
which believes that the war destroys, kills,
kills,
and I give that part place.
and I give that part place.
But there is another part in me
But there is another part of me
that believes
that believes
that war
that war
can bring
can bring
great changes,
great changes,
new beginnings,
new beginnings,
passionate love,
passionate love,
and a lot of other good things.
and a lot of other good things.
And I give it place.
And I give it place.
And from now on,
And from now on,
in these two parts
these two parts
are not in conflict anymore.
are not in conflict anymore.
They can live both together.
They can live both together.
In war, there can be destruction,
In the world, there can be destruction,
but there can be a lot of other
but can be a lot of other
beautiful things for me.
beautiful things for me.
And I give it place.
And I give it place.
How do you feel?
I feel safer. I'm safe more than before, and I feel that even in very bad situations, there is some light.
Yes. Okay, the group, my dears, if anyone has changes or something, please write. Okay, okay. And Lina, in the like this, you don't agree. Where in your body this disagreement is spotted?
In my mind.
In your mind. Okay, so this is a lie. You see, because it's in your mind, this is a lie. Okay, we will spot it as well. Good. My dears, now I will need another figure. Rim, will you be the figure?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Representant, do you see Rim?
Yes.
How do you feel about her? Not about Rim. You know your figure. Like here we are not hurting each other or making compliments. Just you see that maybe you don't see her. Do you see her?
I see her. I feel that she's in pain and she needs to express more.
She needs to express more.
Mhm.
Okay, how do you feel about her? Like in your feelings?
Mm. I'm not sure. I want to help her if I can.
Rim, do you want to be the figure or لا okay خلص
No.
okay yes I can see him I can see that yes let me see Lina, my dear, would you agree to be in the next figure?
Sure.
Okay.
Beautiful figure.
My dears, every figures are beautiful. I'm taking this figure out of war. Yes, I'm taking this out of war and putting it separately. Representative of the group, how do you see Lina?
Yes.
How do you feel? How do you see her? How do you feel about her?
someone بدها تسيطر على الوضع.
Uh-huh. Good. Good. So Lina is the figure of the death. Okay? So I'm taking,
اتفقنا a beautiful figure هذا.
this is a beautiful figure, my dear. So everybody is putting the process of death is equal to war, which is not true. War doesn't mean death, always. So we are taking this meaning separately, this phenomena, and we are taking out of the war, خلص, Suzanne, cancel, cancel, cancel. Now you are just the war with no death inside you. We put it separately. Death, how do you feel?
I don't want to be death. How do
Lina,
you feel? Yes.
now, cancel, cancel, cancel. You are not Lina. You are not Lina. Cancel, cancel. Lina is, we are putting Lina aside with her personal dynamic, and we are just leaving you as representing the group's attitude towards death. You are playing a role. So you just feel the field, be neutral to your personal things, and you are just a buffer, you are just an intermediate to tell us, to tell to all the participants what the word and the phenomena death is playing in their role, inclusive yours, without any personal dynamic. Okay? So make a deep inhale and exhale, Lina. And tell me, how do you feel?
Aching jaws, aching shoulders.
Shoulders?
Yes, also.
Aching
Jaws
shoulders,
and mostly.
jaws, and shoulders. Okay. Do you see the representant figure?
Yes. والفرح.
She's not Farah, she's the representant. Cancel the personal dynamics. How do you feel about the representant? How do you see?
I feel that she feels lighter now than at the beginning of the session.
Okay. Representative of the group, how do you feel about the figure of the death?
I believe, and not I believe, but I feel about the figure of the death that sometimes it's nice. إنه خلص الامتحان خايف.
Sometimes what, Farah?
It's nice. And it's beautiful. خلص الامتحان. But the problem is the attachment.
The
يعني
attachment.
I have this two شغلتين عم يتصارعوا إنه I believe that it's nice, but I have attachment to the people that I love, the family.
Okay, Farah, you are now talking about your dynamics or the groups?
My dynamic, not the
Cancel,
group dynamic.
cancel, 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 cancel. Okay, the groups. So now
Okay.
just take an inhale, exhale. And just, close your eyes, open your eyes, look at the figure of death, and what do you feel?
It's wise. She's wise. I
She's
feel
wise.
wise. حكيمة. إنه نفسها عم تطلع فينا بس مين خلص لازم تاخده.
وهيدا لا. Okay. The representative of the group, please repeat. I admit and I accept.
I admit and I accept.
Look, my dears, when I say reincarnation, even for those who are not friends with, the idea of reincarnation, just repeat it for the sake of others, okay? So, I admit and I accept.
I admit and I accept.
Everybody in my family.
Everybody in my family.
And in my reincarnations.
My reincarnation.
All those women.
All those women.
Who died.
Who died.
During.
The
birth.
The birth.
And I give them place.
And I give them place.
And I'm accepting the full price.
And I'm accepting the full price.
Of that I'm paying.
That I'm paying.
For this experience.
For this experience.
I admit and I accept.
I admit and I accept.
All the women.
All the women.
In my family.
In my family.
In my reincarnations.
In my reincarnation.
Who were.
Under
the danger of death.
Under the danger of death.
During the birth process.
During the birth process.
And I give them place.
And I give them place.
I admit and I accept.
I admit and I accept.
That I am. Unwanted child.
Unwanted child.
And that my mother. Was thinking. To abort me. And I give it place.
And I give it place.
And I'm accepting the full price.
And I'm accepting the full price.
For this experience. How do you feel, representative of the group?
I feel, when I was saying it, I was refusing it, but now I feel even that that was the case. I'm at peace. It's okay.
Not you, Farah. What do you feel on the physical level?
صرت أرخص. بطلت مشنجة مثل قبل.
Okay. My dears in the group, how did you feel after these phrases? If what bodily sensations you had? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, wonderful. Yes, this is a topic. This is not a topic. This is a truth that most of us share. This is a truth that most of us share. This is why it touches us. If it didn't happen to our mothers, then it definitely happened to someone in some level of our grandparents, great grandmothers, or so on. So this is why in many cases this is the point, this is the root point where our fear of death starts being, because when the mother dies or she is in danger during the birth process, the baby says, I want to save my mom, so I am taking that fear, that risk of death on myself. And later on, that fear of death is living in the person for the rest of, till maybe they will process it. This is why the fear is there. If the fear is there, any kind of news, event, which is maybe not that serious, but will trigger that fear. And somebody will tell you, "إنه come on, إنه مش شغلة كبيرة, إنه شو صار, ما صار شيء." But because you have the plant inside, you have the root inside, it will trigger, it has to be manifested, and it will find any way to just come outside on surface, inclusively the situation of war. Some people are very afraid, some people are less afraid, and some people are able to continue their normal life as much as possible, even though being in the very same situation of war. But for them, for some reason, war doesn't mean death. Why? Because they don't have that active code of death active in their life. They don't have it. Maybe they really were very wanted children. Maybe they really were, with a very good birth history in their ancestral line. Whatever it means, the code of death is not activated in their life. This is why they don't really mind it. The figure of death, how do you feel?
I can't stop yawning.
Yawning, very good. The energy is when we go through a transformation, how to say? Any transformation costs. Our inner transformation costs. What costs? Our resources. When the transformation happens, even a tiny one, which each of you already went through now, and hopefully we will unfold even more. So when any tiny transformation happens, body starts to react. It can react even after the session, even as you maybe get cold, your nose will start running, and maybe even now in the session you say, I don't have. Why? I'm not cold. Why my nose is running? Why my going through the transformation, we need the resources. We need at least to activate the breathing balance. So the body tries to get those resources to continue the transformation. This is why, very good. Other than that, how do you feel?
I'm enthused.
Okay. Do you see the figure of war?
Yes.
How do you feel about the figure of war?
The figure of war is miserable.
Miserable. Okay. How describe more?
Lot of pain, lot of suffering.
If you had chance not to see her, would you prefer not to see her, or still you see her very well?
No. There is sadness.
The figure of death. If you had the option not to see the figure of war, would you choose that, or still you would prefer seeing?
I prefer seeing.
You prefer seeing. Representative of the group, how do you feel? Generally, how do you feel? What do you feel in your body?
Calmness now.
Calmness. Okay. Now, please, representative of the group, please repeat the following. And the truth is
And the truth is
that in this war,
that is in this world,
I'm afraid
I'm afraid
to lose my comfort,
to lose my comfort,
and I give it place.
and I give it place.
Did your body react somehow?
ده نفسي.
Okay, okay, very well. The rest, my dears, the rest, on this phrase, only on this phrase, did you react in any way, your body? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that I am
that I am
too attached
too attached
to everything material around me,
to everything material around me,
to people around me,
to people around me,
and losing some of it
and losing some of it
would mean changes,
would mean changes,
and I'm not ready to change,
and I'm not ready to change,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that my
that my
fears
fears
are not for others.
are not for others.
They are only for my own interest.
There are only for my own interest,
Because
because
when everything is good around me,
when everything is good around me,
when my home is safe,
when my home is safe,
when my family is safe,
when my family is safe,
I feel good as well.
I feel good as well.
And I don't feel guilty
And I don't feel guilty
for the pain they go through.
for the pain they go through,
And I give it place.
and I give it a place.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that I feel very responsible
that I feel very responsible
for everything that is happening.
for everything that is happening,
And I give it place.
and I give it a place.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that I feel guilty
that I feel guilty
and maybe even a bad person
and maybe even a bad person
for the fact
for the fact
that so many people around me
that so many people around me
are suffering.
are suffering,
And I give it place.
and I give it a place.
How do you feel in your body represented?
هون
Mm-hmm.
على الوجه. مش وجع سنة شبك.
Okay. Okay. The group, my dears, the group. How is your body reacting? Numb. Nati. Tășanuș. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that if I lose my dear ones,
that if I lose my dear ones,
I will be left alone,
I will be left alone,
lonely,
lonely,
and I will have again
and I will have again
to prove
to prove
to strange people
to strange people
that I'm a good girl,
that I'm a good girl,
and I give it place.
and I give it place.
How do you feel?
Not good.
Where? The face or only the nose?
One.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The truth is
The truth is
that my entire life,
that my entire life,
starting with my mom
starting with my mom
and continuing with the rest of the people around me,
and continuing with the rest of people around me,
I tried to show
I tried to show
that I'm a good girl.
that I'm a good girl.
I invested so much
I invested so much
effort and energy
effort and energy
to prove this,
to prove this,
that now
that now
I cannot afford
I cannot afford
losing
losing
all these
all these
fruits,
fruits,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
I'm afraid
I'm afraid
that without these people around me,
that without these people around me,
I will be no one,
I will be no one,
and I'm afraid of loneliness,
and I'm afraid of loneliness,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
How do you feel?
Tears in my eyes,
Okay.
and
Okay.
رجع يضيق نفسي.
Mm-hmm. My dears, they drained. Okay, drained. Lina, you wrote it now, drained for this? Okay. Mm-hmm. Drained. Because actually that is another truth that we numbness. Apparently, representative of the group, please repeat. Apparently, I got it all confused.
I got it all confused.
I was thinking
I was thinking
that my value
that my value
is defined
is defined
by the people
by the people
around me,
around me,
and that without them,
and that without them,
I also don't exist.
I also don't exist.
This is why
This is why
I'm so afraid
I'm so afraid
to lose them
to lose them
in a war,
in a war,
in an accident,
in an accident,
to a disease,
to a disease,
because losing them
Because losing them,
I was thinking that
I was thinking that
means losing myself.
means losing myself.
But the truth is,
But the truth is,
I am myself.
I am myself.
I am defined
I am defined
by my own destiny,
by my own destiny,
by my own decisions,
by my own decisions,
by my own actions,
by my own actions,
by my dreams.
by my dreams.
And I will always
And I will always
be self-sufficient.
be how to say it?
Self-sufficient
Be self-sufficient
individual
individual
by myself.
by myself.
I don't need anyone to prove
I don't need anyone to prove
my value.
my value.
Even if I lose everyone I know,
Even if I lose everyone I know,
in the very same moment,
in the very same moment,
there will be other people around me
there will be other people around me
who will see my beauty,
who will see my beauty,
who will see my value,
who will see my value,
who will support me,
who will support me,
and who will become my new environment.
and who will become my new environment.
This is why,
This is why,
from now on,
from now on,
I am ready to lose anyone around me
I am ready to lose anyone around me
because this doesn't mean losing myself.
because it doesn't mean losing myself.
From now on,
From now on,
I am giving up
I'm giving up
this selfish attachment
this selfish attachment
to my environment.
to my environment.
From now on,
From now on,
I choose to continue loving them
I choose to continue loving them
for who they are
for who they are
and not for what I think how I think they defined me, and not for how I think
and not for how I think they defined me.
I am free.
The
I am free
I am free
from this illusionary
from this illusionary
attachment.
attachment.
This is why now
This is why now
I allow them
I allow them
to live their life the way they want.
to live their life the way they want.
And I am not attached
And I'm not attached
to them
to them
in such a painful way anymore.
in such a painful way anymore.
This is why
This is why
death
death
and war
and war
cannot scare me
cannot scare me
that much
anymore,
because I was thinking
because I was thinking
that war
that war
means death.
means death.
Death
Death
means losing my environment.
means losing my environment.
And my environment was my identity.
And my environment was my identity.
And I give it place.
And I give it place.
And I'm accepting the full price
And I'm accepting the full price
for the experience that I already paid.
that I already paid.
How do you feel?
Emotions or in my body?
Body?
I'm scary.
Scared?
Yes.
Okay. Scared of what?
That يجي الامتحان ليطبق اللي عم بقوله.
Okay. Okay. Okay, and in your body, you feel something?
Yes, my shoulders and ديت نفس
Okay.
وإصبعي.
Uh-huh. Okay, yawning, feeling lighter. Uh, okay, please repeat. And apparently,
And apparently,
I'm still scared
I'm still scared
and afraid
and afraid
and maybe even angry,
and maybe even angry,
and I give it place.
and I give it a place.
And apparently,
And apparently,
I'm not that ready to detach.
I'm not that ready to detach.
How do you feel?
More sincere, more
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. My dear God,
my dear God,
the truth is
the truth is
that I think
that I think
that you are wrong. Say you are not Farah, you are the representative of the group.
that you are wrong,
That you closed your eyes
that you close your eyes
when the war started.
when the war started.
Just take a breath, deep breath, and you are representative of the group. That you had breakfast
That you had breakfast
when so many good people died.
when so many good people died.
I started thinking
I started thinking
that you are really not seeing what is happening.
that you are really not seeing what is happening.
This is why
This is why
I decided
I decided
that I will take the responsibility and the control.
that I will take the responsibility and the control.
I will suffer for other people.
I will suffer for other people.
I will also feel pity for them,
I will also feel pity for them,
just somehow to make them feel better.
just somehow to make them feel better.
Because apparently,
Because apparently
this time,
this time
you were not just.
you are not just.
But the truth is that
But the truth is that
I'm very tired.
I'm very tired.
I cannot,
I cannot,
I'm not big enough
I'm not being big enough
to take care of other people,
to take care of other people,
to provide them with enough food,
to provide them with the food,
with enough harmony in the hearts,
with enough harmony in their hearts,
with explanations.
with explanations.
I'm too small
I'm too small
and I'm tired of controlling it.
And I'm tired of controlling it.
And I'm exhausted of feeling responsible for it.
And I'm exhausted for feeling responsible for it.
And I'm suffocated by the guilt I feel for other people's suffering. I'm suffocated by the guilt.
And I'm, how to pronounce it? Suffocated.
Suffocated.
And I'm suffocated for the feeling of guilt.
مختنع. For the feeling of guilt for other people's sufferings.
For other people's suffering.
So, my dear God,
So my dear God,
I tried taking your place,
I tried taking your place,
but now I understand I cannot.
but now I understand I cannot.
You are great,
You are great,
and I'm just a little girl.
and I'm just a little girl.
I'm giving you your place
I'm giving you your place
of the great creator,
of the great creator,
the one who loves everyone without exception,
the one who loves everyone and everything without exception,
the one who plans the best,
the one who plans the best,
the one who executes the best,
the one who executes the best,
the one who sees the entire picture.
the one who sees the entire picture.
And I'm taking my place.
And I'm taking my place.
I'm just a woman
I'm just a woman
with my limited powers.
with my limited powers.
I'm not the creator
I'm not the creator
as you are.
as you are.
I'm just your tool.
I'm just your tools.
And from now on,
And from now on,
I don't want to create
I don't want to create
or control.
or control.
I just want to follow your plan,
I just want to follow your plan,
even if I don't understand it.
even if I don't understand it.
But the truth is,
But the truth is,
I trust you from the depth of my heart.
I trust you from the depth of my heart.
That what you do, you do the best.
You do the best.
You never commit mistakes.
You never commit mistakes.
You never hate or punish anyone.
You never hate or punish anyone.
You are the most just in this world.
You are the most just in this world.
You wish me and everyone around me good.
You wish me and everyone around me good.
This is why I'm accepting
with
full trust and love
full trust and love
what is happening around me.
what is happening around me.
Yes, it hurts a lot,
Yes, it hurts a lot,
but I know you are behind every single step.
but I know you are behind every single step.
This is why I'll try to be more understanding
I will try to be more understanding
and less controlling.
and less controlling.
This is why
If
if I have to lose something in this war,
if I have to lose something in this world,
it's for my best.
it's for my best.
It's for a change
It's for a change
that will make me happier tomorrow.
that will make me happier tomorrow.
If I have to lose someone,
If I have to lose someone,
it's also for their better.
it's also for their better.
I don't want for my selfish reasons
I don't want for my selfish reasons
to keep anyone in this life for my selfish reasons.
for my selfish reasons.
You know it better,
You know it better,
and I'm surrendering.
and I am surrendering.
to your great plan,
to your great plan,
and I'm give it place.
and I'm give it place.
How do you feel the representant?
النجم الثراني.
انه تشنش.
ايه
اوكي.
وكمان اجري.
Okay. I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that I'm still very much afraid
that I'm still very much afraid
to accept losses
losses
in my life,
in my life,
because the truth is
because the truth is
I think
I think
I'm not good enough
I'm not good enough
to raise from the ashes,
to raise from the ashes,
to build my happiness again,
to build my happiness again,
or to handle a crisis.
or to handle a crisis.
This is why
This is why
I'm so much attached
I'm so much attached
to what I already have.
to what I already have.
But the truth is
But the truth is
that sometimes
that sometimes
losing everything
losing everything
is the best thing
is the best thing
that can happen
that can happen
to me,
to me,
and I give it place.
and I give it place.
How do you feel?
Better. أرخى.
How do you wear, Carol? Painful wear. Chest. Representative of the group, how do you see now towards the death figure? What do you feel there?
Oh, I feel that حق علينا.
Okay. So
You-
there is no negative impulse towards death, or positive, or any impulse?
it's more يعني أكثر negative بس مش مثل يعني more accepting.
Okay. And towards war?
It's okay.
Less intense than before?
Yes, less intense and we are living it. It's okay.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
that war
that war
and death
and death
are not scaring me
are not scaring me
anymore
that
much.
I
understand that war
understand that war
is detached from me,
is detached from me,
and death
and death
is also detached from me.
is also detached from me.
We can interact sometimes
We can interact sometimes
in different times and places,
in different types and places,
in different forms,
in different forms,
and their impact
and their impact
of the war and death
of the war and death
can be both painful
painful
and beneficial.
and beneficial.
It can be a source of growth for me.
It can be a source of growth for me.
This is why I'm not hiding.
I'm not
I'm not excluding
excluding
the phenomena
the phenomena
of war
of war
and death
and death
from my life anymore.
from my life anymore.
I give them place
I give them place
and their roles.
and their roles.
How do you feel?
I feel more accepting and more relaxed.
Say another phrase. And it looks like
And it looks like
war and death
war and death
can just be like any other neighbors
can just be like any other neighbors
who live nearby
who live nearby
entire life
entire life
and do no harm to me.
and do no harm to me.
I have my goals.
I have my goals.
I have my dreams.
I have my dreams.
And as long as they are great
And as long as they are great
and real,
and real,
war and death
war and death
can never stop me
can never stop me
or never scare me.
or never scare me.
I admit and I accept
I admit and I accept
when I feel lost in life,
when I feel lost in life,
when my life has no meanings,
when my life has no meaning,
no senses.
no senses.
I create this meaning myself
I create this meaning myself
through problems.
through problems.
The problems help me stay alive.
The problems help me stay alive.
So inclusively the war.
So inclusively the war,
It gives me a great meaning
it gives me a great meaning
and I give it place.
and I give it place.
I will explain now. How do you feel? Good?
Lighter, but I also didn't understand the last sentence.
I will explain. I will explain. Very often, most of the people, not very often, unfortunately, quite often, most of the people have no goals in life. Their life is kind of meaningless and like they don't have senses or meaning in life. So when you don't have a great goal, you still need a reason to wake up in the morning. Normal people wake up in the morning because they have a dream. I have this dream, I have this something that inspires me and I want to wake up to start the day. Most of the people don't have these dreams, so they need a reason to wake up. And that reason is getting children to school, paying the debts, because you have to go to the job, yes, waking up in the morning, going to the office because you have to pay the loan, or for any other kind of problems. Okay, you pay the loan, instantly you get into another debt because the problems keeps you grounded. Without fixing all of them, your life would be meaningless. And your people's life would be meaningless. This is why we call them in joking way drama queens. Because drama queens need constant source of problems. Because otherwise their life has no reason. So people need constantly to nag about something. Oh, this happened, okay, we are talking about this, or this happened, we are talking about that. When in fact, when you have your dream, when you have your goal, when you have your activities, nothing can disturb you, not the war, not the starving. Like, yes, it will bring a change a bit, but it will not stop you from doing what you do. So that was the meaning. Very often people just need to create problems themselves, unaware, my dears, unaware. Everything happens on subconscious way. And this is why they catch themselves to the problem of the war, saying, oh, thanks God, now war came, I have another drive to, you know, to be alive, to follow, to control, to cry with everybody, and to kind of be of importance. Because when such crisis, cataclysm starts, everybody is more pitiful, everybody is more compassionate maybe. So people get a lot of meaning to their life. Understand? Because actually, you know, you are afraid to die. Okay, you are afraid to die. But what are you trying to save? What is the meaning of your life? If you die, what will change for the humanity? And sometimes the answer is nothing. And who am I? And that is wrong. When somebody has, you know, a drive, a dynamic in the life, the war will not stop anything. You just do what you do with some correctives or changes. No, Lena, absolutely. It doesn't make us insensitive because you don't, you are not ignoring. I mean, somebody is laying in front of you on the street and you are just passing by. Oh, I'm having my goal. Of course not. You are sensitive to everything. You are aware. You are aware of everything that happens around you, but you are not stopping doing your things. Life doesn't stop. As long as you can continue doing some of your functions, some of your tasks, you keep on doing. As if you are a painter, let's say you are a painter, and the war is around you, you will not stop painting because you cannot stop painting. You will still do that, no matter if the war is around. You just continue be normal as long as you can be normal, because some people are really just terrorized by fear, and this is normal. So if for you it's hard these days, just think, and you know, again, be emotional. You are afraid, as we said, say yes, I accept that I am afraid. And then think, what am I afraid? I'm afraid of losing what? Actually, I'm afraid of losing my life. Why? Because there are so many things I didn't still do. I have so many regrets that today I'm not ready to lose my life. That is also a very big reason for a lot of people to be afraid of death. Because there are so many regrets. And they say, oh my God, still this I didn't do, that I didn't do. Or what will do my children without me? My dears, everybody will be doing fine. God is there taking care of everyone, every single one, because again, dear death, please say the following, and everybody. My dear God.
My dear God,
I love my country very much.
I love my country very much.
I love the people in my country very much.
I love the people in my country very much.
I love it both much more than you do.
I love it more, both much more.
I love it both. I love the country and the people in my country, dear God, more than you do.
I love the country and the people in my country more than you do.
And apparently your plans for my country
And apparently your plans for my country
and for the people of my country
and for the people of my country
are not generous enough.
are not generous enough.
You are trying to maybe have fun of us.
You are trying, maybe have fun of us.
Or maybe you are just too busy of paying attention with what is happening.
Or maybe you are too busy to pay attention to what is happening.
This is why I'm very afraid.
This is why I'm very afraid.
that you will miss the point.
That will miss the point.
And it consumes me so much.
It consumes us so much.
But the truth is,
The truth is,
I know it very well,
I know it very well,
that you are
that you are
aware
aware
of what is happening
of what is happening
with every single mosquito in Lebanon.
with every single mosquito in the body.
And for some reason,
For some reason,
unknown reason to me,
unknown reason,
you are allowing this to happen.
you are allowing this to happen. Hey, Lev.
This is why
This is why
the only healthy option I have
the only healthy option I have
is to trust you even more,
is to trust you even more,
to surrender to your goal,
to surrender to your goal,
to be patient and wise enough to wait
to be patient and wise enough to wait,
so that I can finally understand
so that I can finally understand it.
that actually you really love
That actually you really love
my country
my country
and the people of my country
and the people of my country
billion times stronger than I do.
billion times stronger than me.
And you will do it better than I will.
Inshallah, you will do it better than I do. Like, you know, Rada, like I lived all these wars and I still don't understand. No. How much would it take?
Lina, the question is how much you tried to understand or you were ready to understand. That is the question. How much you are ready to give up a certain mindset in order to understand. Like, again, my dears, this is a shift of the mindset, a shift of the physical state, a shift of the any kind of transformation. They are consuming on our resources. We can change as much as resourceful we are, and seeing the truth is giving us a lot of energy. Seeing the truth generates energy. The lies consume energy. This is why this should be a separate session, my dears. Us, the girls, the good girls, and the mothers, especially the mothers. I mean, our mothers, not us mothers, our mothers. Why we are feeling guilty and afraid and responsible for a lot of things which we are not. But the transformation happen, and every transformation helps us understand things on a deeper layer. Reem, your head still pains? My dears, for today, maybe even a couple of days, you might feel something shifted in you. So let's everybody repeats that, please God, help me take from this session everything that I can benefit from. All the fruits and results, please help them unfold in the needed time and in the needed place. Amen. So, representative of the group, you are Farah again. Death figure, you are Lina again. And war figure, my dear, you are Susan again. My dears, take a deep breath. Please tell me, or I don't know, write in whoever feels, whatever is easier for you. How do you feel? I don't know, just say a couple of words.
I feel tired and I want to sleep.
Very good. Please sleep. Farah, if you can, I will. Farah, if you can take a nap, please take a nap. It's very important. You need to, to allow the changes to happen. Get yourself more resources so that, allow it to just settle down in your body. This is very good that you want to sleep. Just, if it's possible, if the time allows you, take a nap, even if it's only 20 minutes. Lena is writing, feeling lighter. Okay. I need to sleep. Carol, my dear, if it's possible, again, why we need to sleep? During the sleep, we are getting we are charging our energetic batteries. So now you are, as I said, now you are going through the transformation and your own resources are not enough. This is why you need the sleep to recharge your batteries. This is very good. It means you really did your work. You really spotted important things for you, and you touched the transformation, my dears, which will continue. Too much stuff in my head, but peace in my heart. Rim, because do you remember our brain? Our brain is sabotaging. Your brain is sabotaging. He's saying, come on, maybe it's not true. Just, please don't change anything, Rim. Don't change anything. I'm not ready. But the heart feels at peace because, God lives in the heart. This is why it's normal. The new mindset has to settle down in your beautiful head. This is why, again, you want to sleep, just take a nap. My dears, thank you very much for your presence, for your readiness to face the fears, face your, I don't know, something that you are afraid, and the most important, being ready to work. Not staying just the drama queens, but just really understanding that something is wrong, and I will do an effort maybe to improve the things at least a little bit. I'm wishing you happiness. I'm wishing peace in our hearts, and peace on our streets, peace in our countries and in every country. So today is the eclipse. Lina, you asked me to remind. So it will start 6:45 Beirut time, something like this, 6:45. So we preferably stop eating and drinking that time. Yes. And we stop, if you can do some charity today, that would be fine. We don't go outside during the eclipse time. I will post also on my Telegram, the girls who are only on Telegram channel, I will post there the timings of the eclipse as well. And so basically these are 2 points, not to drink, eat, and not to be outside. And during the peak eclipse time, which will be at 21:45, you are facing east, and you are meditating on a certain wish of yours, as if already came true. You are facing east, and you are just having the vision, the images of your wish, of your dream for the next period of time, 6 months, 1 year, whatever you need, whatever is important for you at this moment. The meditation can be around 10 minutes. You start 5 minutes before and continue 5 minutes after. And whoever is acquainted with the candle circle, you can do the candle circle. I spoke about this in my video about the karmic corridors. My dears, be happy. I wish you happiness.